Welcome to Bridging the Gap. My name's Briston Lowry, and I've practiced Jiu-Jitsu both as a traditional martial art and a combat sport for well over 20 years. I was introduced to the art in the Army and never looked back. I've had many amazing instructors along the way, highly skilled in their respective arts. In this series, it is my goal to bridge the gap between Jiu-Jitsu as a traditional martial art and Jiu-Jitsu as practiced as a combat sport. In this episode, we will explore the technique Ude Gatame. Here you will see the traditional Jiu-Jitsu approach and strategy. The strike is intercepted and redirected to the top of the shoulder, where the wrist is pinned between the shoulder and the neck. His posture is broken by gable gripping just above the elbow. You can sidestep and put him face down on the ground and get a compliance hold by shifting your weight over his head. From here, the strategy is to disengage and get back to your feet. Here you'll see the same technique applied from a grab from behind. I can palm strike the abdomen and execute Ude Gatame. The strike could either be open-handed or closed fists. The traditional Jiu-Jitsu strategy is to immobilize your attacker, breaking the joint while in motion, or isolating the joint on the ground, breaking the joint, and getting back to your feet. Here you will see Ude Gatame applied to a more modern approach to striking. This self-defense technique applies the same strategy as traditional Jiu-Jitsu. The strike is intercepted, redirected, placed upon the shoulder. Now knee strikes are applied, and he is thrown to the ground to disengage. Here you'll see Ude Gatame applied from an elbow pummel. I palmed his hand down and pummel with my right elbow in, rotating his arm on top of my shoulder. I apply Ude Gatame. I gable grip to break the posture. I pinch the wrist between my head and my shoulder, apply knee strikes, and wheel him to the ground. Here you will see several sport versions of Ude Gatame. I transition into S-mount and isolate the limb. And here the technique is applied the same exact way. The strategy here for sport jiu-jitsu is to gain control of your opponent through superior position and isolate a limb to get the submission victory. The transition into S-mount is achieved by pinching the elbow between your chest and his, sliding your knee up towards the ear and snaking your leg under the arm. From here it is very easy to isolate the limb and apply the joint lock. Just as standing joint locks require a great deal of skill and timing, Newaza joint locks require a great deal of skill in the area of balance and sensitivity. Here you will see my favorite application of Ude Gatame. Here the technique is taken from Ude Gatame. I step my foot over and isolate the arm by pinching the wrist between my head and my shoulder. I gable grip just above the point of the elbow and pull up to crush the arm. Here Goofy Gabe applies Ude Gatame from knee shield half guard. He flicks his shin up to achieve the underhook and isolate the limb. The gable grip is used to break my posture, and he pinches my torso with his knees. From here he hugs the joint just above the point of the elbow. The technique itself, be it traditional jiu-jitsu or sport jiu-jitsu, is the same. It's just expressed through a different strategy. Thank you for watching.